Hello and welcome everybody to this week's edition of Three Men and a Movie. I am one of your co-hosts, Raul, and tonight I'm flying solo. We're missing our buddy Hans and we're missing our buddy Byron, but we're going to try to get through this to the best of our abilities here. So, this week we're talking about the movie Mother. I want to start off by saying that the trailers that we saw leading up to tonight's premiere were quite misleading. I don't know about you, but when I saw those trailers, I definitely felt a sense of a film of suspense, a kind of thriller, maybe even a horror film, but I definitely was expecting something like that built up some tension and paid off in such a way. Because the trailer was just sort of painted in a way that made us believe that, with the main characters, who are a couple who live off in a home off in the woods somewhere, one of which is Javier Bardem, the other lead character is Jennifer Lawrence, and then they get some unwanted visitors, let's say, unannounced visitors, in Ed Harris and Michelle Pfeiffer. So the tension and the conflict begin there when those unwanted visitors come in and pretty much make themselves at home. That's what we see in the trailer, and that's what we're expecting to be the biggest clash and the biggest conflict that they have to resolve throughout the film. Here is the issue that I have with the movie, okay? So I'm gonna tell you straight off the bat, forget about it. In our rating of pay for it, wait for it, or forget about it, I'm telling you, forget about it. And if it pops up a couple of months from now, where you can stream it or download it or rent it or whatever it is, then maybe if you still have that itch to find out for yourself, you might want to watch it. But do not waste your money. Do not go to the movie theater like I did tonight, and do not watch Mother. Here's why. One, there's no payoff. And I'm going to spoil it because I'm assuming that the majority of you, after you hear this review and the other reviews, are probably not going to be inclined to go against the current and say, no, you know what, I'm going to watch this movie anyway because I have a feeling. Well, that feeling you have, I had it, which was what made me go out and watch the film in the first place. But the movie is actually not a horror, not suspense, not even a thriller, in my opinion. It is an art film that carries a long poetic metaphor from the beginning to the end of the film. And here's the spoiler. The metaphor is actually a good one because of the themes that it touches upon. Jennifer Lawrence's character represents Mother Earth. Javier Bardem's character represents humankind or mankind. So there's a constant battle between the both, where Jennifer Lawrence's character is in the film rebuilding their home, which is representing Earth, or our home, our world. And mankind, who is played by Javier Bardem, represents the destruction that we as men or humankind bring to the world. And so there's that constant battle where Mother Earth is trying to rebuild herself and mankind keeps finding one way or another to destroy it. And as more and more people populate their home, it's like overpopulation of the earth. Now that sounds pretty good. If it was a 30-minute film, I think I would have been able to enjoy it and even recommend it. If it was a poem that I'm reading, I would have really enjoyed the metaphor in the poem and the symbolism within the poem. But a film as a long epic poem that is sold to you as a horror film or a suspense thriller, it's bait and switch. And that's what happened with Mother. So, I'll be asking the guys to see if they're still pretty strong about going to watch the film, which I doubt they will be. But if they are, we'll see. Maybe they might have an opposing view. But since this week I get to do it all by myself, I'm going to let you know. Do not go watch this. Let me know in the comments if you saw it, what you think. Always remember that if you haven't done so yet and you're enjoying this video or any of the other videos that you've seen, hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate it. Other than that, this has been another edition of Three Men and a Movie.